Somehow, someway, the Seattle Mariners continue to put up wins against a team that has tormented them all season long. Coming into the final 4 games of the 2023 regular season, the Seattle Mariners were 1-8 against the Texas Rangers, a team that seemingly they could not figure out. But in back-to-back games at home in T-Mobile Park, the Mariners have put up wins. The first, obviously, in dramatic fashion, a 3-2 victory with a J.P. Crawford walk-off. J.P. Crawford would continue his dominance in Game 2 with a grand slam for his 19th home run of the regular season. J.P. Crawford, get everyone on the team to go to Driveline this offseason. Please, I'm begging you. Obviously, it's not just one guy propelling the Mariners to victory in this 8-0 win. A lot went right for the Seattle Mariners in this game. I'm going to start firstly by giving my praise to Bryan Woo. 3 2/3 innings pitched with no earned runs. Great work from Bryan Woo. The biggest moment in his career so far, a team that he has struggled against historically so far in 2023, Woo came in and got the job done. He did walk a few batters, but he limited damage and got out of there unscathed. He struck out 5 over just 3 2/3 innings pitched. Bryan Woo and the City Connects looks pretty good. The Mariners bullpen also came in and did a fine job. Saucedo, Thornton, Campbell, Bizzardo, and Leone finished out this game because in an 8-0 win, you don't really need your high leverage arms. So in a very key victory as well, the Mariners also got to rest their leverage arms. Munoz, Brash, Spire, Topa all got to see an extra day of rest, especially with Luis Castillo and George Kirby on the mounds in Game 161 and Game 162. We're going to need all the rest we can get. It was also announced that Bryce Miller will be available out of the pen in Game 161 if needed, and also 162 if he doesn't get used in 161. So the bullpen, it's going to be ready to go in another do-or-die game on Saturday. Ty France checked in with a home run in this game, an absolute missile out to left field. Josh Rojas followed that up in the same inning with another home run out to right field as well. Great games from Ty, Josh Rojas. Gino hit a screamer over Leody Taveras' head, and also, like I mentioned earlier, J.P. Crawford, the grand slam was the nail in the coffin. It was the dagger. But, of course, there are other teams that we are relying on at this point in the regular season because the Mariners did not do enough earlier in the year, specifically in the month of September as well. Coming into this series, we needed some help from the Diamondbacks and the Rays. But before we get to those playoff scenarios and what we kind of need to have happen for us, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and make sure you guys like the video. We enjoy doing these post games, so hopefully you guys enjoy them too. But these are updated playoff scenarios. This is from an Astros Twitter account, so ignore the highlighted Astros. But you see where the Mariners' names are here, and there's only a couple where the Mariners make it to the playoffs. The Astros, they've already won 1 game. So, if the Mariners lose out, the Astros make the playoffs. If the Mariners win 1 more, obviously we will make the playoffs over them, and if they sweep, the Mariners will make the playoffs. The scenario that is seemingly increasingly more likely for us, it feels like, is the Mariners will sweep, because we've seen the Rangers scuffle and fizzle out at certain points during the season, namely in the second half. They lost a ton of games in a row. Who's to say that the Mariners can't stick 4 on their head to end the season? The Mariners win 4. The Astros only win 2 games. The Mariners win the division. Astros take second place. The Rangers miss the playoffs. If the Astros win 3 games, we'll need the Blue Jays to lose out. The issue is the Diamondbacks and the Astros. The Diamondbacks have already clinched a playoff spot. So yeah, tomorrow they've still got Merrill Kelly slated to go. However, this game right here is likely going to be a big hangover game, as they call it, and not going to be, really worth our while. So hopefully Merrill Kelly can go out and shove against Justin Verlander. This game on Friday night, it was super close game between Astros and Diamondbacks. It was 2-1 in the favor of the Astros. Jeremy Pena made a diving play that essentially saved the game, and Gabby Moreno missed a home run by like 4 feet. It's a home run in 28 out of 30 ballpark, so unlucky from Chase Field. We need a little bit of help from the Diamondbacks in the best case scenario. The Rays and Blue Jays series, it's a little, interesting because John Armstrong is an opener for the Rays, and Hyunjin Ryu is pitching pretty well this year for the Blue Jays. Should they lose tomorrow, the Blue Jays likely will have Gavin Gossman go on the final day on Sunday. I like our odds against the Rangers with Castillo and Kirby. However, needing a little bit of help, it's still not ideal. The Rangers, they haven't even announced their starters yet because John Gray just went on the injured list. They had Dane Dunning go in the final game before coming to Seattle. So likely the Mariners will be seeing Martin Perez here in game 3 tomorrow, if I had to take a guess, or they're going to do a bullpen day, which still technically kind of counts. But Martin Perez, we know he started in the past, starter at the end of the season as well, getting put back into the rotation. So Mariners, you're probably facing Martin Perez and Dane Dunning the rest of the way if I had to take a guess at it. To put it simply, Brandon Gustafson put it like this. To catch Houston, the Mariners have to go 1-1, then the Astros will have to go 0-2. If the Mariners go 2-0, Houston has to lose at least one of their final 2 games. That is then the Mariners tying with everybody and the Mariners holding the tiebreaker in a 3-way tie. To catch Toronto, the Mariners have to win out and Toronto loses out. There are no full easy paths to the playoffs because, well, the Mariners didn't really do themselves any favors earlier, like I said, earlier in the season to give themselves a cushion. August was phenomenal. July was really good, but every other month, aside from the last 2 games in September, they haven't been great. At the end of the day right now, all the Mariners can do is go out and win their next game. Taking it day by day, JP said at the end of game 1 against Texas, mañana. Go out there, win the next day, and just hope that you get some help from other teams around the league. You can't let off the gas pedal now. There is still hope in sight. The chances are slim, but if the Mariners are going to be the team that get counted out, they play the best when they're the underdog. Go make this a very historic, memorable final stretch of the season, and I have faith that the Mariners can do it, so hopefully they continue this hot stretch of baseball that they've been playing. Julio's had a little bit of struggles at the plate, I won't lie, it has not been pretty, so if Julio can turn it around, he can likely carry this team like JP has in the first 2 games, in the final 2, should it come down to it. Thank you guys for watching this one. Continue to cheer on the Mariners if you're going to these final 2 games. Keep it electric in there. And let's keep taking it to these Rangers.